I'll be at my.
Where do you have Kobe ranked all time? Because I think he's number 10.
I got him number 7, and one of the reasons I do is because, and I got him 2 spots ahead of Shaq. Number 1 because of the extra championship, but that's one reason why Shaq is not top 5, because he got to that part of his career and just got lazy.
He got LeBron at 8.
And I got LeBron 8. Yeah.
What? Excuse me.
I got it. It's a razor thin margin. And again, I really, that's the other thing I
thought. James at 8.
Yeah,
got LeBron James at 8. Yes, I do.
You heard his great argument for that just now.
All right,
one thing we got to do,
what is your criteria?
B-Lee.
I really want to know. I really want to know.
One of my because I have, again, my top 5 is Kareem, Magic, Wilt, Russell, and MJ. No particular order there.
Get Magic out of there.
That's fine. But
why
That's what I want to know.
Why? Understand why Magic is out of there.
Why would you put LeBron James number 8? I really want to know why. What makes those other players so much better than him?
On the top 5?
Yeah. Well, why do you have those players rank so high? Like, what's your criteria?
So my criteria is being dominant in the league, right? You've got to be dominant. Winning. Okay, number 1, have a winning record. Number 2, perform in the playoffs. We all know a great could get knocked out in the first round, like what happened here. When you either run into a better team or you just run into, certain key injury. Like, I'm not gonna kill a guy because somebody got injured.
Like Jordan averaging 37, but lost in like the first round. That doesn't mean Jordan was trash.
And you're right. At the beginning of his career against all-time great teams, that's all the context.
It doesn't hurt Kareem's status that he only really found consistent success when Magic was there, and Kareem was losing Finals MVPs and MVPs to his teammates and winning rings as like the 3rd best watch from. That doesn't knock him down here, even though that never happened to LeBron.
But this is my thing. Why would it not? We all know that in 1980, that Kareem was the most dominant player in that series until he turned his ankle, right? And we all know that they gave Magic the award because they wanted the award winner to receive it on
87, 88, and 89 when Magic and Worthy were the
well, if you're gonna say that, then Kareem won it in 85. Okay, like what am I gonna do? See, right here's the thing. There's another debate I had in the Go Chain Kingdom room. Kareem at that point was 40, 41, and 42. He got to the finals all 3 years. Now, to say that he lost it to his teammate, well, that's what are we doing here? Number 1, I can tell you that Kareem was not even a top 10 player at that part of his career. Why was
the best player on his own team?
But you're using his accomplishment as a non-top 10 player to make for those years to make him a top 10 player all time.
He ain't lying.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the.
Wait. Your top 5.
Okay, see, I think here we go. At that point, why is Kareem my top 5? Because he dominated the 70s. He was a dominant player in the 70s. Now, was he winning every year? No, again, that's context. You can't win every year if you don't have the team.
Well, he won once in the 70s, right?
He won in 70. He won in 72.
Like 2. Yeah, 72.
He won in 72.
Then in 80. Then
the next time he won, it was in 80. Of course, again, he did. Look.
Did he even win another one for like almost a decade? 8-year stretch.
Oh, okay, so 8-year stretch. So then am I killing LeBron for not winning? Because remember, if I'm hold on,
without winning a title.
Yes, it takes. See, that's the thing. It takes a lot to win a championship. You got to have a perfect.
Will was your top 5, right?
Well, what's my thing?
So,
go ahead.
All right. So, Cage Page, is there anything else to why you rate people above LeBron? Like, have them so low, and these players are so better because they were better.
You have Will your top 5.
They were winning more than LeBron.
Will owns the record book. Okay, Will owns the record books when most of the records, like most of the stat, like there's no block. Not if it was blocks and steals. I mean, like Will.
I thought it was about stats.
Say again?
Thought it wasn't about stats.
It's not about stats. It's about goal stats. What he think he has. There's a difference.
So what he has, what I can look at the record book and see. I can look at the record book and see 30 rebounds a game. I can look at the rebound record books and see him go 24 rebounds a game in the finals. The one thing that it says Will, right? And again, one thing to say Will. Go ahead. Say again.
Who owns the record books now?
No, there's records that LeBron will never touch that Will have. And again,
you said a lot. I said, who owns the record books now?
It's still Will.
No,
it's still Will.
LeBron now, bro. It's LeBron.
Wait. Does LeBron own rebounds all time? Rebounds per game?
Oh, he won points all time.
Yes, I mean to do that.
He owns points all time. Something that Wilt never had. So Wilt had it until Kareem took it. So
Wilt did have it. He did have it.
Okay, yeah, he did it until Kareem took it from him. But again. Okay, so he has points all time. But then if I go in points per game, points in a game, look, the 9 of the top 10 scoring games. Again, points per game in a season. LeBron has all-time numbers.
Not me. I'm going by your logic. You said it's all about winning.
No, see, y'all try. What it is
records is winning.
I think I'm trying to prove to you guys that I use the total body of work. The total body of work.
I'm trying to see what else is in there because you only gave me 3. You got to be a top 3 player for a period of time. You have to have a winning record.
Was Will ever in the league and not a top 3 player?
So wait, King Speech, you're saying that someone who has the most All NBAs of all time, the most points of all time, he's going to be top 5 in like 4 of the major categories. That guy's not a top 5 player of all time.
No.
Top 8.
Yeah,
we really need to know.
Well, again, if we're going to do that, okay, John Stockton owns 2 stats, right? 2 is the 5 stats: points, rebounds, assists, and blocks, right?
Yeah, how many MVPs does Stockton have? And finals MVPs?
0. See, that's what I'm saying. Now you're throwing other. See, you're throwing other factors into the argument. He has no rings, so obviously Stockton is down. But if we're gonna do stats, Stockton has steals and assists at such a high level.
That's why it's about balance, dude. It's not about just one thing. That's why
but you're not realizing I am balancing it. I am balancing. When I say Will owns the record,
please let us know because this is screaming LeBron James. So what else is in your criteria?
You're saying it screams LeBron James, but okay, LeBron James checks a lot of boxes. There's no doubt about it.
Let's just remove LeBron. Let's just get to your criteria. Why he's why other players are superior to him. Like, what's the reason? That's what we want to know.
Okay, if I'm gonna look at it, you say record, you say all-time records. Well, again, Will owns more all-time records than any other player. So that is a fact.
Included. Hey,
we all collect.
You don't have to talk about Stockton. Just your reasons to your categories.
Categories. Well, what I'm looking at is dominant teams. If you don't have a dominant team, that's good. Then I'm going to also look at your worst teams, and I'm going to look at the context in that. Again, I put Kobe down. A lot of guys will have Kobe in the top 5. Because he had the losing season in the prime of his career, and he had only one losing season. He went 42-40 with Swish Parker and Chris Mem and Brian Cook and Lamar Odom, right? And then he went 45-37, but then he got Gasol. The next thing you know, they're on top of the league. Well, I'm actually, the fact that he had a losing season. Larry Bird didn't have one losing season. Larry Bird didn't have one losing season of his 13, right? So Larry Bird was pretty much, again, you come on.
So do you have Bird over LeBron?
I do have Bird over LeBron. I have Bird over Kobe as well. So Bird is my 6.
Do you have Bird over Jordan?
I have him over Shaq, Craig. Do I have Bird over Jordan? No. Where does my go?
Losing seasons than LeBron and Kobe, I believe.
Okay, yeah, but Jordan has the 6 championships. Jordan,
are you stupid?
Also has the domination of a. You understand what I'm saying? See, these are the tiebreakers.
What about
Bill? Okay, now Bill Russell. I'm glad you brought up Bill Russell.
This is you
gotta understand.
I'm sorry. This is pushing Jordan out of the top 5.
I think what you guys are trying to. I have 10 criteria, 10 things that I look at what GOAT should do.
Okay,
right?
I have 6 so far. You have 4 more.
So okay, so what list the 6 that I have. Number 1, you got to be dominant. First, you got to be
dominant. You have to have a winning
great,
record. You have
winning
rings.
record, winning,
You
a
subtract
great
losing
team,
seasons.
great
You have
team.
to have great teams. Okay.
Which
That's
okay,
7.
if you wanna dock Jordan for the beginning of his career, you got to dock LeBron too. If that's pretty stupid to knowing that LeBron was drafted to a team
You
with
are
Ricky
saying it, not us. We
Kuzma.
didn't say this. That's what you said.
See, again, it's context and
That's what you
everything.
said.
No one, if you're in this, and especially in this era of the NBA, you get drafted to a team that's a lottery, and now you get drafted at 18, 19. Do we expect a guy at 19 to come in and make a team 45? Matter of fact, if that's the case, if my criteria is that, then why in the same season that Melo was drafted with LeBron, Melo led a team to a winning record in the East, in the West, and LeBron led a team to a losing record in the West. Yet LeBron got
not one of us brought that up, but you. So you're
no,
arguing against yourself.
you are bringing it up because when you want to say, then I should dock Jordan for having a losing record.
That's what you said. That's what you said.
Okay.
I said, well, you have to dock Jordan.
Here's the only criteria that
LeBron.
matters. Okay, it's all about we don't have to dock players in order to boost our players, but LeBron has the most balanced.
I'm going to dock.
LeBron has the most balanced resume in NBA history. Like he's top 4 in MVPs, top 4 in Finals MVPs. He's top 3. He has the most All NBA selections. He's top 4 or 5 in all defensive selections. He has the longest prime of all time. He has a top 3 peak of all time. He's doubled anyone else's productive prime. He has the most playoff wins in NBA history. He has the second most finals appearances in NBA history. He has one of the highest winning percentages in playoff history. You're not going to make an argument there's nobody who checks more boxes than LeBron James if we're just talking about accomplishments and numbers put together.
Damn. I'm sorry.
But great. See, everything you just listed, right? Every single category you just listed, somebody beats him in every single one of them. So
but not consistently. That's why he's won.
Right. You can say balance. Hold on. You can say balance.
How someone beat them?
Okay. You said LeBron has what? Okay, you said LeBron. Okay, the only thing he is the most total points, right?
Okay.
So
he also has a top 4 scoring average of all time.
Top 4. Okay, somebody has more points. Scoring average, right? 3 guys have more scoring average. See, what I'm trying to get you to understand, right? You say he has a balanced resume, but then there's somebody that beats him and significantly in each one of those categories.
Yeah, but they're not going to be better across the board than he is, King Speech. That's what balance means.
Him in the same category.
You know what balance means, right?
See, yeah, I know balance, but then that.
No, that's
okay,
what he means by balance. You can't be number 1 in everything, but if you top 3, there's other players that's going to be the top 3, but it's not the same players.
Of course.
One
then if you
top 3 in 3 different categories,
okay,
you can have 2 players.
So here's why the Magic Johnson thing, Key Speech, is ridiculous because let's take Magic Johnson's a better passer, right? Okay, great. He's not a better rebounder, scorer, a defender.
No, Magic was a better rebounder, sir. Magic was a better rebounder, sir. First of all, rebounding at the guard position. Are we going to tell me that the Magic wasn't a better rebounder? Okay, put it this way. Again, everything. Okay, let's just say I concede you the rebounder. First of all, Magic had a better assist to turnover ratio. Okay. Magic was clearly the better playmaker. Magic could clearly make. Magic doesn't have a losing season. Not even close to having a losing season. LeBron does. Now, matter of fact, LeBron has 4 losing seasons. See, this is what I'm saying. Once you start individually comparing guys, okay, yeah. What am I going to dock?
Everything you said that makes Magic better than Jordan. I'm better than LeBron. It makes Magic better than Jordan. Everything you said.
Gotcha, bitch.
No. Because Magic is my favorite player. Once Jordan got to the 6 rings, I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't give him it anymore. You gotta understand when Jordan won the second three-peat, right? No, okay. Russell has the 8. Again, that's context to that. There's context to that. He had the 8 with all the Hall of Famers around him with a team that didn't break up because of no free agency.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Number 1 is being dominant for years at a time, winning ball in the regular season playoffs. You have to perform well in the playoffs as well. Most record. You have to subtract the losing seasons You have to have rings as a requirement. You have to have. You said again the team playoff runs. You have to, make it far. You just can't lose in the first round, even if you do
Yeah.
perform well. And
And
that's
look,
7.
Duncan lost in the first round. Am I going to kill him when
Yeah.
he's been to how
No.
many other, finals,
Yeah.
right?
So, yeah, you have to have many playoff runs. You have to have great teams.
Yeah.
So that's 7. Is that all in your criteria?
So okay, you also have to have, have to lead the league in a certain particular stat. You have to be good at what you're doing. Let's put your point guard. How many times did Magic lead the league in how many
You
times
have
did Magic lead the league
you have to
in
lead the
assists?
league
Probably
in
like
stats. Okay,
3.
lead the league in stats. Lead the league in a category.
Yo, I'm about to drop off. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All
Okay,
right,
great.
Chris. Thanks, man.
He's great.
Anything else? Anything else? Before we end this. Anything else before we end this?
Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Much.
So
Your criteria in Chat GPT, just so you're aware.
okay.
So I'm gonna start with 10. So number 10 was Larry Bird. You had him as 6.
Okay.
Number 9 is Steph Curry. I'm not sure if you had him in your top 10.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Number 8 is Shaq.
Okay. That's actually
Number-
right
I
on the
think
money.
you- I think you said you had Shaq like
No, I said
7
Shaq
or
at 9. I had Shaq at 9.
9. Okay,
I'm
9. Okay.
LeBron.
You got Kobe. Kobe at 7. I think that's where you had Kobe.
Okay.
So you got Magic at 6.
I had Magic at 5.
Bill Russell at 5. So your like criteria is almost on point. So Bill Russell at 5. I think you had him at 4, right?
Got him at 3.
3. Okay. Tim Duncan is 4.
Yeah. Yeah. There's more to it why I picked Tim
That's
Duncan
why I
out,
have
but
Duncan
okay.
too.
You have Kareem. Well, they have Kareem at 3 with your criteria.
Okay.
They have Michael Jordan as number 2 with your criteria, and the person who you believe is the GOAT with your criteria is LeBron James.
It goes the same way.
I love Chat GPT. I love Chat
Easily.
GPT.
I know.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's
So your GOAT is LeBron James.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.